Good evening.
Can, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Awesome. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Actually doing awesome. I finally started gaming MMO.
Nice, nice to hear.
Yeah, last time I was 10, actually, when we first spoke. Now
Uh
I'm
huh.
6, 7, 50.
Great.
Yeah.
That's pretty decent.
Uh, yeah. I found out spamming lone druid mid
Mm
helping, but
hmm.
I still have a lot of difficulties with them. Uh, the laning stage is the hardest for me. I feel like he doesn't have a good wave clear. So
Yeah.
I feel most mid laners have good wave clear, so they just clear the wave, and then they either go for the runes or just harass me under tower while I try to CS, and like I have no idea how to respond to that. Sometimes I harass back, and then I do CSs.
All right, all right.
So, or if I'm laning against a counter of mine, like Necrophos or uh, Viper, it's also really difficult for me laning against these heroes. Also, Sniper and Alchemist, I feel like if they have wave clear, they control the lane.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have no idea how to deal with these situations.
Do you have a replay in mind that you want to look over?
Yeah, I have two replays. One is with Necrophos. He kind of crushed me. I'll send you the match ID.
Hmm. All right, I'm going to be streaming that.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's jump into it.
This was a tough game. I had no idea how I can win this. Are you familiar with Lone Druid?
A little bit. There was a phase where he was like super popular and people have been just spamming it.
Hmm.
First of the items, I I would probably like get a quelling blade to the bear, and then you start with this.
Yeah, because I want to rush phase boots and then Mask of Madness, so I just buy the Blade of Attack first.
How do people build that? Give me a second. It doesn't feel really stat sufficient.
I saw some replays, some like not many do this. Most by Blightstone or Orb of Venom first.
I think so
I,
too.
I wanted I wanted to try this build because it's also 9 damage, so it should also help with the last hits. That's what I thought.
Yeah, yeah. But I think if the bear has the quelling blade, then you should be fine, and then you can maybe get Tangus as well, and then just trade a lot and zone them out.
Yeah. I just after the runes, I get straight tango usually, not always. Against Necrophos, I usually buy it. As you can see, it's in my queue.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe even stick
I'm
is
not
great
sure.
against Necrophos.
Yeah, maybe.
And I think the bear needs a quelling blade because it doesn't like you only get half of the attack damage if it's on the ranged hero.
No, I put it on the Baron. I don't know why it's shown on Lone Druid. It's weird. Oh, maybe I did a mistake. I usually put both on the Bear. I guess I just didn't notice. I forgot or something.
Happens, as I've.
Yeah. No, I usually do it.
All right. In this case, you wanna I think focus the creep first, and now you can go at him because all of the creeps are full HP, and then you can go and like basically let the bear get even lower, and then you can refresh the whole bear.
So just take his harass, Because as you can see, as I'm CSing under the tower, just right clicks me or the bear, and like, it's so annoying.
Yeah.
Because he has a good wave clear, and like I don't know how to deal with that.
Yeah, and also a ton of sustain.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see how much damage output he has with with his Q. It's insane.
This is another place where the bear can just run at him, because like the creeps are not low HP yet. And yeah, you can just trade with him. And then you can keep the distance. Like as soon as he comes close, you can just keep the distance with the Druid, and then the Q never hits him, never hits you, and you don't take the damage.
Yeah, I thought it's probably a micro problem of mine. That's, I think, where it lies.
Yeah, and then the next thing is that you don't have any stat item. Maybe you start with, like, even if it's just a circlet, and then you get the heal, the tango, or even the big stick is nice against this guy. What's it called? Magic Wand.
I have to say, I tried a few different starting builds. I don't feel that much of a difference between them. I tried the 3 slippers of agility and the cloning blade as well on the bear. Like I don't feel it makes that much of a difference, to be honest. Like maybe I'm mistaken. I'm not sure. Like what's your experience with it?
For me, it's just in the hard matchups. Like if I'm winning the matchup anyways, then I feel like I could have like skipped it anyways. But if the matchup is difficult, then this the stats helps really a lot. And then you just want to use the courier at some point and get the heal as soon as possible. Because this guy used like 10 spells already, would be 10 stick charges. And with your current HP, that's like almost, I don't know, a great deal of HP.
Yeah, so I also try not to buy many regen because of the Spirit Link. I usually do buy. I'm not sure why I didn't buy, because I think I was so pressured I forgot to do it. But I usually do buy tangles. But I feel like it's like not the best of habits, because my bear can heal me quite a lot.
Yeah, I feel like if you skip the heal, then you definitely need the stats. Because then, like, imagine if you have like a whole Wraith Band on you and the bear has, I don't know, like almost, what is it? Corrosion. What is it even called? Orb of Corrosion.
Orb of Corrosion.
Yeah, then you're really scary at last hitting and laning, and then you can punish him and get him out of the wave and consistently trade with him positively through the spell lifesteal. But if you don't have any stats, it's difficult to trade. And if you take trades, then you're gonna need to invest it in heal.
So you're saying it's either buying stats or investing in regen. I can't. I see.
Yeah, it's a little bit like a Shadow Fiend. Many Shadow Fiend players, they like to build like, I don't know, even 4 mangoes or something, and then they constantly spam their mangoes.
Yeah, it's a nightmare.
Yeah, and then you kind of trade it. Like, of course, the net worth is going to be very low because they use like the mango they bought, so the net worth is pretty low. But with this, they secure the CS. So you either buy the stats or you buy the mangoes. But either way, you need something to help you to lane and sustain. And
what about like this build is opting for more damage? Is it not? It doesn't have any advantages.
I feel like it's not really strong enough. I feel even attack speed would be probably better on the bear, because then you have more trigger chances for this. I'm not sure. Maybe you even want to get boots first, because if you have the boots, or just like a few stats item, and maybe even the branches are enough, like Tango branches and Quelling Blade for the bear, and then Orb of Venom, and then you get boots for yourself, and then you can keep kiting his Q, and you basically stay outside of his attack range while the bear freely attacks him. I think this could be another approach as well.
I see. Okay, I'll write it down.
Here again, as soon as the creeps are full HP, you want to trade.
Yeah. I was just I'm kind of low HP right now, so you say I just sent the bear to heal me up.
Yeah.
But still, I was afraid to see us with the Druid, because I was so low HP, and like 1 Q and I'm like 10% HP. That's how I felt.
Yeah. But as you see, like if he uses Q, the Q radius is, I think, something like this. And so I think you can even still hit him. And yeah, like, he uses Q. And you can still be like in range and use a hero as well. And for especially as soon as he uses it, and you can check his mana, okay, he's low mana right now, then we should really go. Okay, let's see what you get next. Yeah, we need to buy some items. And here I would have probably walked with the hero, because you need the heal, and the bear is a little bit better at last hitting.
Are you sure? Because he has a much less base attack damage. Like he starts at like 20 or something, and his attack animation is pretty slow.
I still feel so. What is the Spirit Bear? That's 50 damage? 51? Yeah, it's like 3 damage more. It doesn't make the greatest difference. But maybe you can argue more that you need to heal instead of the bear.
Yeah, I try to get the habit of the bear heals me, so I just need to heal my bear, you know? Maybe I should have gone with here we kill my bear, which is very bad to be honest.
Yeah, that's a lot of gold for him.
Yeah, like I felt so bad when he killed my bear. I didn't think he could do it. Here I just letting my bear hit something to heal me up.
You need to move as well. Like, especially once this guy uses Q. But then you need to hit him as well. And the bear needs all of the items. And yeah, this would have been an amazing stick game. This guy's, I don't know, used like 20 spells.
Yeah, I'll do it next time if I jump into him.
Are you in Europe? Or is Europe like your zone where you play? Because we could...
The servers?
Like, if the ping is not too worse, then we could even like go for 1v1s. And then just have a feel of how we approach the lane. Maybe it helps.
Okay. Yeah, I'm down for that. I didn't want him to kill my bear, that's why I think I sent him to base.
Ah, he lives. Cool.
Yeah. But right now, like, I'm defenseless without the bear. Like, I try really to be conservative. You see how I just walk the other way when I see him.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, now I moved yeah, here he just killed me.
You taste your own rotting tongue.
Yeah, I think this really boils down to not having starting items, or not buying items even until like almost minute 3, I think. As soon as you get a couple of items, trading is easier, and the region is easier. Yeah, now it's difficult to play against him.
Yeah, like I was so overwhelmed by him.
In a case like this, as soon as he starts running at you, the bear needs to hit him.
Yeah, I think I did that, didn't I? Yeah, now I sent the bear to hit him. Yeah, it was kind of too late. Yeah, that's for sure. It's hard to micro, to be honest. I'm still, even though I have like 80 games with him.
It's a difficult hero, definitely.
Yeah, and I still have a 60% win rate with him.
That's great though. I mean, I've seen like you win a couple of games there. What is this? Ah, it looks great. Again, never run back with 2 people. One always needs to hit. Yeah, because you have the damage.
Yeah, here we made a mistake. He overextended. So yeah, even Chris.
Gotta take care because he could be back and he has ulti again probably. Oh, maybe not. Always secure the runes, yeah. Like, even if you don't need them, we never want to have the enemy get it.
Yeah. But sometimes, they just clear the wave and go for the runes. And I need to CS, so if it's a bottled hero, then yeah, I'll give up the CSs, and then I send my bear to one spot and my hero to the second, and I have a point in roar, so I can roar them. I don't know, like, should I do it or should I not trade the CSs?
I think it's a good habit to get into it. To every time at minute 6, at minute 8, and minute 10, every time be there with both units. Like at 55, walk to it with both units and just control every single rune. Because you
Even if it means missing CSs?
yeah. Because it's not like not every time is the perfect time where you have to control the rune, but on average, if you do control the rune, you win more games. I feel like. And this is something I even right now, like as an Evoker player, I have 2 units as well. But I'm so lazy with that, and I'm not on time on the runes, and I wish I would have paid more attention to that. There were so many games where I lose just because like the mid laner gets a rune accidentally, and I'm like, oh shit, I didn't get it, or haste, or something like this. And then he rotates, kills my carry, waits here, the carry TPs in, he kills the carry again, and then everybody's like, what the fuck? And you can avoid that.
I get flamed. It happened to me as well, and I get flamed for that.
Yeah, sure. It's really annoying. And Spirit Bear is just perfect. With Force Spirit, if the rune comes here and I have a Force Spirit here, and then the enemy walks to it, the Force Spirit can click faster than I can deny the rune. But I think the bear can pick it as well, right?
Yeah, the bear can pick runes. Only not the illusion runes, but just nothing happens. But it can pick it up.
Yeah. Then definitely take it. And
yeah, but it does take a point. I do need a point in roar, which is, it takes
if the enemy stays there like at the perfect time. But like I'm almost 6k or something like that, and people still don't do it. I'm not.
Do what?
They still they're not there at minute 6. They're at the rune at like minute 6 and 10 seconds. They're just they're super slow as well.
Oh, and another thing, another question. I usually, not always, send my bear to their bounty room to take the bounty. But again, it makes me lose some CSs.
Yeah.
And sometimes someone already picks it up, their support or something. So I can kind of do it for nothing. So
I think that's a little bit overkill because it gives you a little bit of gold, but if you get 2 more CS in lane, for example, then you have the same amount of gold.
Yeah, I thought about it as well, but then it gives 40 gold for all of my team, so it's like 5 CSs, and it also takes away from their team.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's worth it.
I feel like this is more the job of a supporter that can get it and just rotate there. I think I wouldn't do it for the other runes, but getting the power runes can really change games.
Yeah, the power runes, definitely.
Even water rune is not that important, unless you need it or it's a bottle hero, of course. But I don't care too much about water runes, I think.
Yeah, you don't care about them as well. Druid doesn't build a bottle.
So this for me, we just pushed the wave. And we can pressure, because we saw Necro. But I'm if I don't see heroes right now, then I don't want to go up there. If I'm
If I don't see any heroes there?
Yeah. If you don't see Necro, Force Bottom, and Venomancer, then you need to be careful to go high ground. Great. Yeah, you're still owning now.
For now. Yeah, I have 35 CSs and he has 55.
Imagine you have 60 CS right now.
I don't think I ever got 60 CSs. He killed me again with his ulti.
Dire's top tower is under siege. Dire's top tower has fallen.
So when playing Druid, I kind of work methodically. After I take or try to take their mid tower, I just go for the other towers. Yeah, usually I start with our offlane, their safe lane. But this time it was pushed in our direction, so I started that. I tried to take this tower first. That's how I work with lone Druid. I have the same build. To be honest, I'm not the best of habits, and the same method.
Yeah.
That's how I play him.
That's alright for a start, but I think I also would have reacted to this and just push out the wave, maybe to here. But then I would have moved backwards and enjoy this at, I don't know, if you push this wave here, then it's maybe second, I don't know, 35. And then you can take this camp and this camp and this camp. Then they respawn, you take the camps again, you go to the wave, and then they react to top, and then you can TP bottom. This would have been my play, I think. So you wanna be in this area and you wanna create the pressure a little bit and relieve it from your side. But then the more important objective is to take the bottom tower, because this opens the farm
Yeah.
for Chaos Knight. And it's a
Yeah,
little bit
so
dangerous here. Like, if people go at you right now, all they need to do is press a button and TP, and your team can't really join you. Like, they TP 7 seconds here, and then they have to walk, and then it's weird, and it's
Yeah,
not
so
good.
I always find it difficult how to decide. Like sometimes I've done this and I took their tower for free. Like no one TP'd, nothing happened.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get ganked like 3 or 4 times when
Yeah.
I try to do it.
Yeah.
Either their offlane or our safe lane, doesn't matter. Like
Yeah, yeah. And I feel like in many cases you can just soft commit. Like, you can push the wave until it's here, and then you can take the camps back there. And then you can see, okay, if they react, then that's great. I just force a reaction, and I can be farming my own space. If they do not react, then the wave itself does a lot of damage as well already.
but like how can I can soft commit and they TP, and then I try to soft commit again and they're still around and then they gank me. So like. It feels to me it's just about luck, to be honest.
Well, what we saw right now, for example, was that all of them have been pushing bottom. So we see right now that, like, or not pushing bottom, but they're all chilling here. I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, but they're fighting there. And so we know 1, 2, 3, 4 people are there. And then we push the wave till here. And maybe they're all TPing right now, because we don't see them here, we don't see them here. So we have to be a little bit careful here. Like, they could all be missing, they could all be TPing at the same time. So I would probably leave this wave as it is and farm back a little bit, and then just give them a couple seconds. And now, for example, we see, oh, Necrophos showed. He's probably not alone, so I can apply even more pressure. And then they glyph. That means, okay, they don't show up, and okay, Doom is here. Great. So we know Necro is bottom, Doom is here. So this whole area is free. And then if we want to decide, okay, but I don't want to farm anything, I want to have even more impact, then the call could be, hey, Doom is top. So if I TP bottom right now, this Necrophos is completely, or is like singled out without a self-laner.
So you're saying in this situation I could have, when I saw Doom, I could TP to the Necrophos and then we all kill him?
This could be one play, yeah. Or if you wanna build more network oriented, I would just farm this top area. And I think this would be really nice for you, just to catch up a little bit in farm and get a special item. Yeah. And now, okay, we know Doom is top, and we saw that like Necrophos was fighting bottom, but not too many people joined him, so we have to be a little bit careful. And even now, I would never contest this, because there's like a whole jungle that you can farm here. There's pressure that you can get rid of here, or you can push in mid lane one more wave. And I wouldn't hard commit on this wave. Now, Chaos Knight is here. This is a little bit weird. Like, I want to go away from this from this area. Right now, I would TP bottom, because it's like, okay, so many people are here. I don't want to be there. For me, it's like, even if you win a fight here, there's nothing really worth fighting for. Even if you open the top tower, it only gives you access to this area, and very limited as well, and you don't want to play there anyways. So I wouldn't commit anything on this. I would rather see, hey, 2 people are top, like we saw Doom top, Lich probably TP top. I could be bottom right now. Like, I could fight bottom here. We know Necrophos has no ulti. They just showed up, and we can play there.
But like they could also pressure my second tier top tower if I just leave them be, you know?
True, but I think at minute 17, it's like, even if a Witch Doctor just stands there and casts like one spell, it's probably enough to defend it. I don't think that they really, like, that they all in pushing something. And for exchange, like, if they try to push here, then you can, okay, if like really 3 or 4 people are needed to pressure this tower, then you can exchange this tower for it, and you can exchange mid lane tower for it. You can use the cliff to still save it, and you can farm a lot in this area. So I think it would be, even if they try to go for it, you can just cliff it. It'll be fine.
I see.
So now we know they're all bottom, and now we have to decide, okay, do we want to fight, or do we just want to defend this a little bit? Or what is the play here? Again, I wouldn't commit too much on this tower here. Maybe if they completely overcommit or something. But you could probably just rotate mid lane and just trade the mid tower for it and cliff this tower again, and don't engage in it too hard. Or we can see, maybe you can, like, the bear attacks this creep wave once and tracks it behind, and then you relieve a little bit of pressure as well.
Why not try to really defend that tower, because it's our second tier tower? Like, It's a lot of network control that I just give them if I'm not defending this tower.
True, but I think the best case is that you defend this tower or get a couple of kills. The worst case is, and I think this is even more likely, that you fight here, you waste like all the time you could have farmed, and your core doesn't join you, and you just die, and they take the tower, and they take control over the triangle, and then they pressure mid lane. So I think there are more possible negative consequences, and even if they have this bottom tower, like I'm not a fan of offlane towers. They don't bring value to the game in my opinion. So even if they have this, all that really happens is that the wave comes closer to you where you can farm it again. This is like my perspective on poor offlane towers. But we can see,
So,
like if you play here for example now, and imagine you would just die there, and you would die, get bursted by something, and then Troll Ranger dies as well. Then they rotate back to the mid lane, and then they pressure mid lane. Mid lane loses half HP, then they move top lane and control this area, and suddenly the game is over. This is like the worst case that could happen from that movement. And the best case is that you defend an offlane tower.
So you say that I should have gone mid and pressured their mid tower?
Yeah. Or especially if they win the fight, they can easily do that. And if you don't get stuck here between the trees and against some weird ultis, then you don't give them the opportunity to do that.
I see. Even if it means they're taking our offlane second tower?
Yeah, I think so. Like if you trade mid lane tower for it, fair enough. And maybe the situation would be different if you like, if you see a Doom top and Chaos Knight is with you, then it's like, okay, there's no Doom, we can fight easy. But if Chaos Knight is not with you, and it kind of feels weird to me. So what happens is like basically everybody dies.
Yeah.
And Negro and Juggernaut are still alive, and they probably still take the tower. Or they just leave it. If I would be them, I would secure this tower right now, and then I would move mid lane, and then as you see, the mid lane is pushed in as well, and then you can get half of the tower as well. Let's see what happens here. Juggernaut just left. He doesn't care about towers. I take it though. I actually agree with him. Like farming those ancients is probably worth more than taking the tower.
Yeah, I would do that as well because.
And now look at it. Like imagine if you wouldn't show up to this bottom fight and you just cliff the tower and leave it alone, and you push mid lane instead. Then maybe Juggernaut solo decides to defend this tower or like reply to your push, and suddenly there's a Necrophos alone who dies, and then Necrophos is dead and you can push.
So how do I? Because my train of thought was, okay, there are like at least two people there. Maybe if we all group up, even if it excluding Chaos Knight, we can kill them. So like that's my train of thought. That yeah, I could pressure a different lane, so they'll have to split up or give up a tower, or I can like combine our more forces, like more people on the same tower and kill them. Because if we're like 4 or 3 people including the tower, it's more probable that we kill them. So like that's what I thought, but I still find it hard to decide which I should do.
Maybe as a rule of thumb, try not to touch offlane towers too much. Don't play for your own offlane towers too much, and don't try to get enemy offlane towers. Rather focus on the safe lane and mid lane towers. In my mind, those towers need to fall first, and then the game is really, really easy.
But if I want to have access to their safe lane tower, I do need to defend my offlane towers. Like
I'm not really sure. Like even if this tower falls and they retreat, then you still have the opportunity to push it in.
I see.
So yeah, this tower is really weird. And usually this is in my games, this is usually the last tower that is taken, because like even if you have the opportunity to just take this tower, you rather try to go high ground or take Roche or something. It doesn't do much. And then just from the trees, I think this is the next thing where the fighting spot is just weird. Like if you try to fight here, all of you are basically cramped into this little space, and you don't have vision into the sides. And heroes can stand there. They can come from the high ground. They could have vision even here, and so they see you walking up there. It's really difficult to engage. And then if you try to chase them, or like even if it looks like you're winning the fight, they can disappear like anywhere. They can just go high ground, they're gone. They can go into the trees, they can TP out. It's really, really tough place to fight for you.
I see.
Yeah. Even same for the enemy though. Like even as the enemies, I would, instead of fighting for this tower, I would rather just take Roche and then take the top tower and then mid lane tower and then wait and just control this whole area until Roche spawns in 8 minutes again and then go high ground, finish the game. I wouldn't fight for this tower. But I'm not sure how to argue even more for it, because this is just a feeling. Like if I see people fighting here, it always feels cramped up and like a closed space where I don't want to be, and I rather want to be like in the fresh air and opening the map for my teammates instead of defending this tower.
I see. So should I also like tell my team just leave it alone, let them take the tower?
Yeah. Like if you want to defend this, then it really has to be coordinated. Then like all of you have to be at the same page, and there needs to be like a really quick and great fight. But with Chaos Knight, I feel like Chaos Knight plays a big role in these fights because he has a reliable stun and then initiation. And if he's missing, like if he was farming like top or something, then it's really not holdable, I think.
So you're saying if we're committed to a fight, we should do this around Chaos Knight because he has a reliable stuff, and not without them.
Yeah. And then, for example, if you just give them this tower, then of course the creep wave comes pushing in for a while, and this is a little bit annoying. But in the same time, in those like 3 or 4 minutes, however long this took, you could have found this entire space like up and down, pressure mid lane tower, and like gain so much net worth. And with this net worth advantage, like the trade, I think is still a great trade for you to take. You gain a lot of net worth, you gain a lot of solo XP, you can pressure other lanes, you can threaten objectives, and all of that in exchange for a tower that really doesn't help you to win the game.
I see.
Maybe this is a fight because Necro is down. Yeah, let's see. I would be a little bit cautious about this again, because it feels like they just left this area, which is great. So this opens up to me, and if I manage to finally get down here and just hit this for 5 seconds if I'm there, then the tower is probably down, and then I can open up 1 or 2 more camps, push 1 more wave, and then we can force them back on their side of the map and really close the game for them again. But if we fight here, the best thing that could happen is that we win a team fight, and then we have the strength to still take the mid lane tower. The worst thing that could happen is that all of you die again and your mid lane tower just falls and the game is over. And so I never want to take odds if like my whole game basically is at stake.
Oh.
But let's see.
Let me get it straight. You're saying that committing to this fight is not the best thing. I should have pressured the recycling tower to open more space.
Yeah, and I can wait. Let's see. This is the minimap picture. I need Doomy as well. This is the minimap picture. I think that really shows it. Because we have a Draw Ranger that is in danger, but if Draw Ranger gets gone on, she's probably dead. Like she doesn't have his Manta, okay, fair enough. But if she would have Hurricane Pike BKB, we can fight and we can do something. But she doesn't. So in my mind, the enemy is right here, and we can just walk around. Like we can just take all of their area. And whatever they do here, it doesn't really matter. We open bottom, we take a couple of camps, we push 1 more wave, and then we force them back to their tier 1. And then we can play again.
But assuming I'm doing this solo because this is Herald and nobody listens, they just want to fight.
Only lone Druid. You just go there, completely solo, take this tower, because they're all like fighting and doing dumb shit at tier 2 towers. And you take this tower, you enjoy the solo XP, you enjoy the last hits, that's like 30 or 40 last hits or something like this, just in this corner. And then you take the tower, you get the gold, you take this camp on top here, you farm it real quick, you take the next wave, and then you pressure the wave till here. You have now plus 50 CS or something like this. You completely opened up this area, and the enemy probably only got the Draw Ranger out of it and nothing more. So in my mind, I would be like, okay, Draw Ranger, you're out of position. If you're dead, you're dead. If you make it, great. But I'm gonna trade you for the potential of having 60 or maybe 50 or to 60 CS and completely opening up the map again.
But when you say opening up, like, okay, let's say I go there and farm, and I took the tower, but I can just stay there and jungle, and then they 4-man gank me, you know?
Sure,
So
like,
I
you're on a limited time because they're gonna go and draw, and then depending on what they do, like if they see, oh, Lone Druid is pushing and immediately start running back, then it's great as well, because then you forced all of them back, and you can TP back mid lane, you can farm top area, you can push the mid lane tower because all of them TP bottom. You just want to force a reaction and abuse their positioning right now, I feel like. And the best way to do this is not to confront them straight up because they're a little bit ahead, but to use the space and get the camps and then finally get Basher and, I don't know, whatever item you want to get, Silk Coraz or something. Maybe in BKB, I don't know.
see. So let me get it straight. Like in general, when I feel pressured like that, they're also 9k lead on us. I shouldn't just react to what they're doing. I should make them react to me.
Yeah.
Because
definitely.
like in our last session, it was also we also kind of concluded that maybe I didn't like fully grasp it.
That's all right. It takes
time. So because it also happened is they pressured us a lot, and I just aren't committed to fights trying to stop them. And you also said that I should have gone to a different lane and pressure it alone.
Yeah, I feel like for example, imagine if they would have, I don't know, a greedy mid laner like Sniper and a anti-mage. Then the game would look completely different. Like, you would probably be leading a little bit and they would just be farming. And then, of course, the way you play this correctly is to pressure them very aggressively and take every single fight you can get, because you don't want them to get into the late game. But with their lineup, they just want to run at you. Like, if I'm a Necrophos and a Venomancer and a Doom, I just want to keep running at people. So the best thing for you is to just delay the game and like be like, nope. I'm not having any of your crazy fights. I'm gonna get some items. Maybe, I don't know, I might even go like Desolator Silk Coraz just to solo split push this game, and then Arganims on Lone Druid. I'm just gonna delay the game and force you to split up and not team fight with us, because you have a Troll Ranger and we have a Chaos Knight. We just want to chill a little bit, get a couple of items, and then play around it. So I feel like playing against their strength in this case would be to try to split push, try to get some net worth, and delay the game as much as possible.
But I also give Juggernaut more time to get online, you know?
That's all right. But for example, if you push bottom right now and you open this tower and you farm this area, then you as a single hero basically occupy 30 or 40% of the map. And this is all the space that Juggernaut cannot farm then. And if you fight here, for example, on mid lane right now on your own tower, then you're cramped up with your 2 cores. None of you get XP and none of you get gold. And you risk dying and you risk losing an objective. And if you play in the bottom area, you take away farm from the Juggernaut, you accelerate in net worth as well, and maybe you trade it for a tower. So I think you're still you're still on a losing position, but the better trade in total, I think, would be looking at your own good and opening up the map.
But that's assuming I can take Juggernaut, because if he also farms there and he sees me, he can ult me, and yeah, I can ult as well, but like, it's not a guarantee that I'll kill him. Maybe he'll kill me.
True. And I would, like, if you meet Juggernaut bottom here, then you probably both just leave each other alone, and you know, okay, he's here. I could go, like, either join the fight again if I really want to do this and I realize I cannot push, or I could be TPing in the top area and trying to farm there. But I think if you meet Juggernaut, you both run away from each other, and then basically the effect is the same. That, like, he doesn't get much farm, you don't get much either, but at least you diminish his farm. And like, even if he tries to fight in the ulti, you can just TP out and then call in the mic, hey, Juggernaut, no ulti, we could smoke together, we could do something.
I see.
Where even is Juggernaut? Let's see. Yeah, like, he's sitting here. If you go bottom right now, you go bottom, you take this wave and you take the next wave, then it's probably a minute, let's say 20 and 15 seconds. And then you take 1, 2, 3 camps and another wave. And suddenly Juggernaut has to be here to defend the tower. Their teammates probably rotated bottom, and they have 1, 2, 3 camps less and the tower less. So I think this would be a great opening. Fair enough, you get a kill. It's not the worst thing that can happen. And now just the question is, okay, what do we do? Because if you don't open this, then it feels like all of you want to go in this top area. But then again, you don't want to fight here. There's nothing, no objective you can get except for Roche, and it doesn't really feel like you want to contest Roche right now. And basically the map is closed again. Like you stuff 3 cores into this area where you don't want to be anyways. And if you open this, you have the chance to feel some relief. Maybe mid lane now? I would just send the bear and take mid lane. Okay, and then Nico shows up. Let's see how this works out. Same thing. If I look at the map, this is still in need to be opened.
Yeah,
Especially
it's just fun.
like we see them coming in now. As if I would be Draw Ranger, I would be running in this direction. I would press an E and TP bottom. And you can even do the same. Because if you clear the creep camps here, then you can just leave this area and basically nothing happened.
If I clear what?
If you clear the creep wave here. For example, Draw Ranger right now, she should just press Manta, use the illusions to farm this, and then TP bottom and pressure the bottom side and open again the bottom side of the map. Nice! He completely overcommits. I would TP out immediately. Be somewhere else. Okay. See what happens. Again, like best case is you defend your own jungle. Worst case, you lose top tower and you lose mid tower. So the trade is really, really risky. Let's see. Okay.
Yeah, it's a teamwork.
I had hope on this Draw Ranger. Like she TP'd out, but she TP'd back base instead of bottom. So she didn't have the same thing in mind as well. And now, depending on how far, like if this Juggernaut would just want to push, then both of the towers would be gone right now. And then they would take Roche, and then they would take high ground, and the game is over. And compare this to like just pushing out the wave and TPing bottom, then maybe you lose the tower, maybe you lose the jungle camp, but you're not losing the game. Or like the impact is not that drastic.
They also, I suspect they had a ward in our jungle because they came so confidently. Yeah, I can say they had a ward there, right? In our jungle?
Yeah, looks like.
Yeah, because they came so confidently, like, yeah, I know you're there, we're coming to kill you, you know?
But wait, let's see. So we have the information that they're mid lane right now. I would just keep pushing bottom. I would just keep running there, leave my hero maybe in the trees, and then let the bear solo do it. And then open it up and really force them like in this corner of the map. Because then you have like the greatest distance. Nice, now we can open mid lane, and now I would probably go Roche. Let's see what happens. Yeah.
Yeah, they overextend the ton.
Yeah, we don't need to be here. Like, it's very unlikely to get this tower. In exchange, we can take Roche, or we can take bottom tower. I like CK's bottom.
Yeah, I think I even told him in the microphone to get back, like, you overcommit. They overextend ton.
But then, back, in my mind, is here. Like, this is a very safe place right now. This is the furthest away. Like, of course, it could be here, but there's nothing for you to get. But if you retreat, you can still retreat like this way and farm the whole map on the way out. Because, like, if you start here, like, the new minute just spawned, and if you start at this area, then basically you're forced to move in this, but you can play bottom. Because it's difficult, because people are there. But if you move in this way, you clear all the camps, basically, and then they just respawn for you, and you're perfectly and safe at your own area.
Yeah, I see.
And now, this is the most interesting like feeling I think that happens to me in Dota, because everybody is missing, so it's really, really uncertain what's happening right now. And what we want is we want to get certainty in the game. Like, we want to see their next move. They might all be roshing, they might all be farming this, they might be smoking, getting you. We don't know. So one way to figure this out is to, for example, I would scan Roche now. Ideally, like, of course, if I think about it. But I would scan Roche, hide my hero, and then push out a wave. Maybe mid lane, but I would really, really hide. Like, everybody could just be there and jump you. And then now we see Lich shows, which is amazing. In my MMR, I would probably think this is a bait. But this is great. And then always push one more wave. if the new wave meet, always try to push this one as well, because then the enemy has to do something. And we still want to move in this area. Now we see them perfectly. So we want to be really aggressive in the top area. Or we want to try to maybe even cut mid-wave again. Like if we move this way, farm those camps, cut mid-wave, and then even if they win a fight here, they cannot push. We don't want to straight up fight with them.
You mean like I cut the wave of the creeps and they try to push, so they may take one of our tier 3 towers, but that's it because they have no creeps.
Yeah. So they're all here, and we want to move. We like want to rotate in synchronization with them. Like if they move up here, then we going counterclockwise with them, and we farm this area, and then we can maybe cut the wave here, and then if they react, we can just TP out, and we can like move it as well. We just want to be away of them right now and not run into them. You could even sneak Roche here. Like you could even solo go Roche. You probably don't have the items for it. What is this?
No, not really. Because of I was so overwhelmed and was afraid of Necro, I strayed from the item build that I have. I usually solo Roche at 25 minutes after I stack 5 Wraith Bands. But I wanted to buy a Spirit Vessel for Necro, which is a big mistake, and a BKB as well.
Yeah, I see. I see the thought process because Necro is really an issue. But if I would be you, I would probably go most of the games. I would get maybe Bash or something, but then I would look for Desolator and the Sokuras. Because, for example, openings like this, that would be just Roche. If you have Des and the Sokuras, that's Roche. And then they're suddenly like, oh, holy shit, what just happened? And then things change a little bit.
Yeah, that's the usual item build. I go for I rush my Shard. And Basher and the Desolator, not always. And an ACL in the very late game, and also I stack 5 Wraith Bands.
I'm not sure about the 5 Wraith Bands, so...
it says some Druid, and it's also like, it's like 2500, and it gives me like 50 agility, 20 strength, 70 attack speed on my Druid, you know? I can survive Jug's ulti, usually. So that's why I do it all game. I do it every game because it's only like 2500 for all these stats.
I see. Maybe it's not even too bad. I would have to look into it and like see the numbers, or like even what items do you need first, maybe. Yeah.
Maybe I should get it a bit later. Just I get so tanky. I get to like 60 armor, and I can survive most burst damage of any like late game carry like Jug or Faceless. Elsie tries to duel me and I just kill her. Stuff like that. Like I get like absurdly tanky doing that. For just 2500. I also buy Power Treads. So it's a bit more, but still it's only like 3500 for like such an amazing stats.
Yeah. I think I would still, or my main goal as a lone druid would be to get the bear independent. Like I think you need an Aghanim Scepter, and then you wanna have a ton of damage on your bear, because this allows you, for example, now to push in the top wave until here, and then if they react, you just call the bear back and you do something else. And if you get like for me, lone druid is a hero. Once you have enough net worth, they cannot make a single mistake, because if they do, you take every single objective of them. And this is basically where I want to get. And like being tanky in my mind is not the strength of lone druid. It's the threat of them losing objectives. So I would try to build Aghanim Scepter to Sokuras, and then
I read about that approach, but I don't utilize my ultimate when I do this. It's also like I'm spending like 4,000 for no bear stats. So like, it's debatable from what I could tell. Like I'm not sure. I would prefer Lone Druid players say it's like the lazy way to use Lone Druid.
Yeah.
Like it's the noob way to use them, and not.
I see. And yeah, of course you don't want to rush Aghanim Scepter, but like maybe you need a couple items before it. But in the end, I think Physical damage is just the one thing that really puts you forward, I think, especially in like low MMR, because people make mistakes on movements, and you can punish that really hard by taking objectives. And for example, if I play, I don't know, even if I play Invoker with a couple of friends, I still go Assault Cuirass and items like that, just to take the buildings and objectives and open them. But of course, it's preference a little bit.
Yeah. I usually get Assault Heroes, but it's like a very late game, and I usually don't even need it at that point.
Mm.
So,
Radiant
I sometimes opt for a Desolator because I get it a bit sooner, but usually at that point I don't need it.
pustules
Oh, right. So maybe we can summarize it already. So pretty much it was
Yeah,
a
yeah.
laning stage. Maybe we can play a 1v1 in a laning stage and just you could just see how it feels. And we can look at
okay.
on items and just courier
Okay.
management. And then things become easier. I feel like you probably could have won this game if you would have won the laning stage. Even if you change nothing on your map prioritization, if this is a word.
Yeah, prioritization.
Just farm fixes a lot of things. And then item build, yeah, just don't.
No, it was bad. I know it was. This one I know. It was
Creative,
bad.
but questionable.
Yeah. Like the minute I had Earn of Shadows, I know that no, this is a mistake.
All right, let's see. There was a professional way to set this up somehow. I think custom lobbies. And then we had cheats enabled, and we have a service amount.
What are you trying to do? Go into a bot lobby?
Let's try to do a 1v1.
Oh, okay.
Are they bots? I don't like bots.
That would be interesting.
Let's see. Game mod. There was a. I think it's 1v1 solo mid. Let's see if this works. You can join the opposite team. Yeah. And then my coach showed me this. There's a way to start a game. At the beginning, you type this. We cheat 40 gold. This like represents one bounty rune. And then we press teleport. And then this teleports you to your mouse location. And then we teleport mid lane. And set the option board.
Okay.
Maybe I just play Necrophos. Just to the same matchup. I'm not a Necro player though, but we're gonna see.
So this time I'll buy stats. Quelling Blade, 2 Slippers.
Good idea.
Yeah.
And the
Tango.
super important.
What else? Maybe I should get another Slipper and send the Tango after the bounty room.
Do you have some iron branches?
Hmm?
Do you have some iron branches? Those have a lot.
No.
Get 2 iron branches.
My thought process about iron branches is that I almost always calculate off rate packs. So if I buy a lot of slippers, it's I just turn them to rate bands afterwards, and like iron branches give me also like intelligence, which I don't really care about. So that's why
it's for the double regeneration. Like if you eat the tank, you have the double regeneration, and
okay.
From the wave. And now we
So
press
two branches.
Yeah. And then I press teleport to set the ward in the mid lane, and then I teleport back to block the creeps. And then whenever you're ready, I can press start game.
Okay, so okay, I'm ready. I'll creep block as well.
All right, let's go. Good luck.
No
Let's see how this works.
escape.
Do you go bottle on Necro? Maybe. Ah, maybe not. Probably not. I haven't played Necro in ages. Oops.
At my level, like I guess you can play every hero because the laning stage is the hardest for me.
Alright, first thing, you're way too far off from the wave. You wanna be a lot closer. And as you can see, my block is a little bit better. So you wanna be close and you wanna draw aggro. And this moves the free range creeps, the free melee creeps to your range creep. And then the range creep dies quicker. And the wave is pushing into your tower, which you want.
Okay.
So I think you wanna draw aggro here at the beginning already. And then my job, of course, nice. For this aggro, for example, just messed up my CS. Nice, good deny. Love it, love it. Perfect. I love the aggression. Absolutely love it.
But a lot of rot.
I'm just gonna be a chill Necrophos. Watch the range creep. That was so important. And you wanna watch your distance. Yeah. Oops.
My Michael got messed up.
Alright, let's go next. Unless you feel
Okay.
confident and wanna play again, because 2 kills decide the game. If you feel super comfortable, we can go again. But usually,
No, let's go again.
yeah.
It could happen to me.
My coach, and we can switch sides. My coach always GG'd and just disconnected every time. Alright, you can join the Radiant. If it loaded correctly, perfect. I have to check the ping, see if this was alright. It felt okay.
Well, I didn't keep my distance,
Yeah.
and I also missed micro.
Choose wisely.
Maybe I go Necro one more time.
Yeah, it was amazing coaching.
It's like if we do this maybe this time and then next time again, you're gonna realize how much easier it feels for you. And then, like if you do a couple 1v1s and then you see people on your own skill, you're gonna be surprised how easy it is. I could actually buy out here because I'm not going model.
Necrophos.
Let's actually sell that. And that.
Well, let's get to it.
Alright,
shall we?
40 gold. And teleport to the mid lane.
I read 40 goal as well, right?
Mm-hmm. Alright,
Okay, yeah, we can start.
let's go.
No escape.
A range creep made a runner. So same thing, yeah. You wanna come close, yeah, and then draw aggro, so the creeps come down to you.
No.
Yes. Kinda lost the range creep here. But at least with the aggro, you can draw aggro again.
I'm not losing my
Spread the contagion.
Maybe when you're older.
Horrible. Look, if there's a huge wave coming in, you don't really want to fight that. Because even if you trade some HP, it's always going to be negative for you because you're also tanking not only my spells, but the whole wave. Oops. Retro echo.
My name
Ooh, I fucked
is
up.
Legion.
A little bit.
Stop dead.
I'm missing my Iron Branch because now I have to walk back to the forest to use the Tango. Feels weird. But nice! Much better than last game.
Yeah, I really try to keep my distance away from you.
Yeah, pays off. Really pays off.
Poxy Loxy. Denied. I'm under attack.
You killed me there. It's actually what happened.
Alright, alright. Yes, exactly. Bear has to attack me. Nice. Look how much damage that is. Sweet. The range creep, yeah. If I make mistakes like this, always go for range creeps. They're super important. Nice. Look at the harass. It's crazy. Just want to be careful with it because I think you don't have a new bear.
No, I don't.
Yeah, and now it's
Yeah,
difficult to contest
What a lot of rot.
with.
So, like, what do I do now? Just back off?
Yeah, I think you overcommitted a little bit on this. You could consider buying like a healing self or something like that. Oops. It's the second time I tank towers because I'm busy talking.
Maybe I'll just send my bear to the base and, like,
How much seconds do you have for the new one?
36. Ah, fuck.
First blood.
So my mistake was overcommitting.
I think
Let's
so.
keep doing it. Let's keep doing it.
Okay, okay, okay.
Because it could happen to me. That's actually what happened to me. Almost the exact same thing.
Coin.
Oh, I could have went for face boots here instead. Against the physical.
Marks the spot. Spoiler.
So,
If you don't have another bear, kind of
I don't. Okay, I'll tell him to base.
Marks the spot.
So this is pretty much like I've lost the lane, right?
Yeah, because I have a catapult now coming in. And it's really unclear what exactly you can do.
So like, how do I minimize losses once this thing happens to me? Because it did happen to me.
Basically, you have to get the bear and then kind of walk around and just hit the wave with the bear, so you can move it away from the tower, and then hopefully the tower clears the catapult, and you alleviate some pressure.
So I'll do it.
Radiant have fortified
Nice,
their
yeah.
towers.
And then you just need to get those creeps, get them away. Like, let the tower do the damage, and just get those creeps and move them to the right, outside of tower range. Yeah. Now I have like to reposition.
How do I do it?
Oh, you just hit them once and then walk away. And then the creeps will
Mm.
follow you, and then only the catapult will be left over. And the tower can take the catapult in 5 hits. No big deal.
Marks the spot.
Still on the board. Nah, your damage is actually huge, man, even if you don't have anything. What do I build here as a Necro usually? Kaya? I don't even know. And here again, as soon as the wave comes in, you want to just attack it once, so it draws aggro, and then you want to draw it back all the way.
Hmm. Okay.
Once again, video games.
Yeah, my job is just to try get you in the bear low, push the wave, and push the reaction on the tower. And try to make you overcommit, because I have an ulti again, even though I have limited mana.
Denied.
Nice, nice, nice. Cool. Was so focused on lane, didn't pick power runes. Yeah, I love it. Same here, try to draw aggro and get the wave under tower as quickly as possible so I cannot push.
Yes.
You can even draw aggro again. Yeah, exactly. Now
And
this
what
wave
does
gets attacked by the tower, and even if you don't get that many CS,
Mhm.
suddenly I can push. Like, I can maybe hit it 2 times, but then I'm at risk getting run at by you. So same thing, I'm just trying to posturing aggressive and getting the wave out. Sweet.
I thought maybe like I could kill
No,
you.
walk back, all the way back, yeah. Behind the tower. Nice. Because, yeah, look what happens. I draw aggro and I don't feel comfortable hitting the tower anymore.
Nice.
And suddenly I have to walk back and lead the tango somewhere. And here again, you can draw aggro as soon as you see me. And bring the wave all the way back. Yeah. And now even if I push it, look, even if I push it now, there's only a range creep, so maybe I can get 2 hits on the tower. But it's like, kind of have to go back.
Hey,
Feels weird for me.
here I just deny my tower and I lost the line.
GG.
Yeah, wow. Did my do that one last time?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I never thought it's possible. It's amazing.
Yeah, one more time. And then you probably got the hang of it.
What's your 6K you said?
Say again?
What's your 6K you said?
5.5 right now.
So that's how it feels to lane against a 5.5.
And I don't play Necro. Like, there's
Yeah,
so much
wow.
more I can do.
So like a 5.5 Necro player would destroy my lane like 3 minutes before.
I think so. There's so much more potential the hero has that I'm not capable, or that I just don't see. Like, if you spam Necro, fair enough. Okay, I really regretted not buying the Iron Branch because I had to walk back. It was really weird. Let's build it like
So what were my main mistakes over committing and letting my bear getting to a very low HP?
Yeah. I think this was minute 2 or something, where my whole wave, like I cleared your wave, and then you let the bear trade against me and my whole wave, and then your bear basically disappeared. So never try to trade if you don't have a single creep around.
I am the plague mage.
If my bear hits, from that I know the bear doesn't go aggro.
The stage is set.
So why would the wave hit my bear if I hit you with my bear?
Like it just shows as a normal unit. Like if there's no other creep around, then my creeps are going to hit your bear as well.
Let's say, okay, I'm ready.
All right.
No escape.
Wow, your creep block is insane.
Spoils of war.
How do I secure my range creep now?
Being closer is one thing. You want to be way closer. And now go back. Look. This is the same situation. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 creeps and myself trading with your bear. And you don't want to have this. This is like, I don't know, 20, 30, this is 100, 150 damage per hit is coming to your bear. And you don't want to have this. So if you realize, okay, this is the situation right now, then you want to get back with the wave and get it behind your tower so the creep wave can connect again and you have time to last it.
Okay.
So yeah, you just want to go back. Right. And now you can, even here, you can draw aggro. So you can secure the creeps a little better. If you don't draw aggro, yeah, that was great. Even here, you can draw aggro again. Like the further away you bring it, and now the only thing you have to be aware is the range creep. Check out my range creep.
Yeah, how can I secure it? It's so far away because of all the aggro.
So it has to be quick. First you draw aggro to get it even further behind, and then the only thing you watch is the range creep to secure it. Same thing, like it's, yeah, exactly, perfect aggro, very nice. And now you just want to look at the range creep. Now you hit me. Like before this range creep falls low, you just hit me, and then all I'm thinking about is getting this range creep. So now you really can abuse this. Like if you hit me right now, then if I hit back, then I draw all of the aggro, and I just really get a lot of damage. Maybe you can't deny it because I have a spell to secure it, but right now you can give a lot of damage to me.
Okay.
So I'm going to be close here. Yeah, exactly, trying to secure it, and now I take damage. Yes, exactly. Punish me for, yeah, being here. Exactly. And now reset. Yeah. Just chill a little bit, because now I'm thinking of like turning it. We want to draw aggro again. I'm trying to play a little bit aggressive here, and now same thing. We can draw it even further on aggro. Like if it's in tower already, then we can draw it even further. Nice. Aggro again.
I can barely get any CS drawing all this aggro.
Now we need to get the range creeps. Let's try. Close. And same thing again. We can be super aggressive right now. Because the creeps are here. Yeah.
Draw.
Nice. Look at the damage. Holy fuck. I don't have any items. And you want to give the items to the bear, preferent, like if you can.
Yeah, he has the items.
Nice. Same thing. The wife is coming into you. And we want to draw aggro, so it's difficult for me. Yeah. Now it's more difficult for me, you see? Like I have to be deeper in the tower where it's risky for me to be in order to get the same CS. I can't really, like right now I feel really pressured. Yeah. And you want to eat tangos?
Okay.
Yep. Always keep the heal up.
Marks the spot.
Pretty low again.
Nice. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. But the tension was there. I like it.
Yeah, but I can barely secure any CSs doing that.
Yeah.
And if I'm so far back, you see, I can't secure my range point because the tower kills it.
Yeah.
So, like, do I just give it up?
Yeah, if there's like only 1 or 2 melee creeps back there, you trade it for a range creep. For example, right now, like you can try to contest it.
Decay.
Yeah, and now you just draw them back and try to CS that one. For example, now is a good time to get the rune. Like as we see, minute 4 rune spawned, and we didn't contest any of it. But this creep wave is pushing in anyways, and you can't really contest it. So this is a great
Should have
timing.
really need it because I can resummon back there, and I'm always really good HP, so I prefer to block the creep, the upcoming wave.
All right. Let's see what happens.
Putrid.
Fair enough. We take it.
Marks the spot.
Nice one. Cool. Can you aggro again? Oops, take care. Fair enough. Ah, the bear blocks it a little bit. Okay.
I made my gold.
First blood.
Sometimes I send the hero instead of the bear. It happens to me from time to time.
That's alright.
Yeah, and I still have 60% win rate with the That's so weird to me.
But fair enough. I think you see how like the wave bounces and you get a feel of it.
Yeah, but like, wow, it's so difficult. Like, now I have no bear for 70 seconds, so pretty much fucked.
Yeah, I think this lane is over. Because I hit like level 6 now. And now basically
Yeah,
all you can do really is draw aggro again. I think we quit it here.
I can't even draw aggro as soon as I come near you, you just Q me and lose so much HP.
Maybe let's switch this once. Let me play Lone Druid once.
Okay.
And you can go for Necro. And I just wanna see what my approach is, or then like I can even understand it better from your side. Because I don't play Lone Druid and I don't play Necrophos.
Okay.
So we're gonna see.
Choose wisely.
What starting items should I get?
2 Iron Branches,
Okay.
Tango, and then the Mantle of Intelligence and Circlet. And I think that should do.
I'll take an enchanted mango.
Yeah, maybe. If you need it.
Oh, you have another skin for one druid.
Probably from a Battle Pass chest or something, I don't know. Alright, do I have hotkeys for this? Seems like. So, 40 gold.
Just a minute or so now until the game
Then
starts.
teleport.
Patience.
Oops.
Okay, I'm ready.
Need to get the bear to me. Let's see, it's gonna be interesting.
No foe shall stand against my mission.
Trying to draw aggro. Get wave back a little bit. Nice. Cool. Oops, that's fine.
I can't do anything. I feel like I can't do anything. Wow, it's such a different experience from what I'm used to.
Yeah. And it really, the difference is when do you put the pressure. And it always is, like, it's always when, can I summarize this? But always when I'm in a creep advantage. Like, if I have more creeps than you, then I'm gonna put the pressure on it. If I know that you use a spell, I'm gonna run at you.
Mm-hmm.
Where were we? Radiant was pushing.
Like I have one CS.
Everyone just go
I'm 10 to 6. Nice. Cool. Then we don't want to forget that the bear can eat tangos as well. Want to use this. Whoops. Should have secured this earlier. And okay. Secure the creep. Yeah, exactly. You want to heal it. Bait me and take damage. I'm gonna be a little bit careful right now because I don't have a bear for 30 more seconds. But as soon as that opportunity opens up, I want to try to play again. Oh, there is no minute 2 water rune. Now I see. Ah! I don't want to feed the bear.
Fuck.
GG.
It's so different. I feel like I can't do anything. How many CS did you get?
16 to 10.
Wow. Is there a replay of such a thing?
Say again?
Like, is there a replay of like such a match?
Sometimes it's really
I can see your mouse movements and everything.
Yeah, you gotta check. But I got it recorded so you can see it from both sides.
Okay. Because I really, like, even when I aggro, it's still, I need to come close to you.
Yeah.
You kill me, and then I aggro, and then it's all feel like a mess.
Yeah.
So maybe if I see how you play him, how you do it, it will be easier for me.
Yeah, you have a chance to rewatch it and see the decision making. And then, yeah.
Wow, it's such a different experience.
Cool. Maybe so far for this. So
Yeah.
okay, let's break it down. For the next games, try to use aggro a lot more. Like as you did in the last 2 games. I think this was way better. Use aggro really efficiently. And try to find good trades. Like try to trade if the enemy doesn't have creeps or if he's in a creep disadvantage. And then for the last hits, just try to get 25 last hits in 5 minutes on average. This would
about the creep disadvantage, if I have more creeps than him, then it means that if he tries to harass me, all my creeps attack him, right?
Yeah, yeah. Like
So that's the time I ask him.
yeah. So you just if you just don't want to trade into creeps as well. Like trade if you have equal creeps or if you have more creeps. But if you have less creeps than him, try to be careful with the trade. Because you're gonna draw
See.
aggro automatically, and then you're gonna tank a ton of damage. And especially at level 1, it's crazy. Creeps are really scary at level 1.
Yeah, yeah. I see. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So in the recording, I can see your screen, right? So I can see like how you move your unit and how you draw aggro.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm gonna upload it at some point,
Okay.
and then I can send you the link, and you can check it out again.
Okay. Awesome. Wow.
Cool. Maybe so far for today.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks a lot. It was so helpful.
You're welcome. All right.
We'll be down to like maybe a live coaching session like a couple of days from now.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Let me know when you're ready.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. Thanks a lot. Have a good night and Merry Christmas if you celebrate it.
You too. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
See ya.
Okay. Bye, man.